DJ, and this is Nativerezmedia, your place for opinionated tech news, reviews, and entertainment. And today we'll be taking a look at the Space Q45s by Soundcore. These are their headphones from their new lineup. I don't know if these are supposed to be the creme de la creme, cream of the crop, but who knows? We will find out. I'm going to be going over what comes in the box. I'll be going over the tech specs, look and feel, and how these sound, of course, and we'll be getting right into that. And then I will be comparing these to the Life Q35s that I own as well in a separate video. I might allude to that a little bit throughout this review if I forget, but we will be comparing them head to head in the next video. Without further ado, let's jump into this review. All right, as always, starting off, we're gonna jump into the box here. Let me get it open. It's one of those hard to open boxes. Once you get it open, you don't wanna get back into it because you gotta slide it off. I'm gonna set this down there. Comes with a nice carrying case. Manual is stuffed down in the bottom of the box here, nestled into like a little cutout there in the box. Let's put that back on there. Then you have nice little carrying case. It's similar to the other case, but it has a matte finish. It's more smooth than the finish that's on the Q45s or Q35s. Let me open this up here. Inside, you have your cables. Let me toss the silica gel off to the side. This has a USB-C charging cable, and you have your 3.5mm headphone jacks that you would plug into your PSP, plug directly into your DAC or something like that. This is a TRS cable connection, so it's not going to carry any kind of mic signal. Usually you'll see that with a TRRS type of connection. So, and then this is removable. It's just like a little plastic carton that the headphones were situated in. So let me get this closed up, zip up the case, simple, stick it to the side. Now we're gonna go over the tech specs. Of course, this has the high-res audio here, LDAC, adaptive ANC, which says it cancels up to 98% of the exterior noise. I don't think it does that, but we'll get into that a little bit later. These have 50 hours of playtime. That is with ANC on, probably medium volume. If you turn ANC off, you can get up to 65 hours of playtime. At least that's what it says on Amazon. This has a customizable transparency mode, so you have your, voice where it lets more voices through if you're speaking to people, or you can have it to where it just tones everything out. I'll go over that a little bit more when I pull up the app. AI enhanced calls via the two mics that are on these headphones, and that's pretty much it. I mean, high-res sound via the double layer diaphragm drivers. So I think these have what, 40 or 50 millimeter drivers. Yeah, these have 40 millimeter drivers built in, and like I said, I'll be going over the sound a little bit later in this video. We're going to jump right into the look and feel of these. Immediately once I took these out of the box, I felt the weight difference from these and the Q35s. These do have a premium feel. The plastic on these is, I believe it's not a soft touch, but it is a matte plastic. It does feel plasticky because it is a plastic. There's really no metal on these other than the headband and on the connection from the ear cups themselves to the headband here. That's something that they did upgrade. The styling, design, a little bit different. Ear cups themselves, of course, memory foam. These are nice and plush. You could see the spring back there, nice and soft and supple, protein leather ear cups there. Inside you have L and R written on the fabric material in the ear cups themselves. These do swivel. They do collapse where you can fold them up. The headband extender here is a little bit different as well. So the extension on this is slightly different than the Q35s that I have, and I'll kind of go over that when I compare these, but it does have a ratcheting material. The headband itself does feel nice and sturdy. This is memory foam under the bottom, and now we're going to jump into the controls. Starting off on the left side, you have your noise cancellation button up top. You have your power on and off button down under that with a notification kind of LED letting you know if it's on or if it's charging, things like that. And then on the bottom of the left ear cup, that's where your USB-C charging plug is. And then coming over to the right ear cup, you have your 3.5mm headphone jack. You have your play pause button, then you have your volume buttons, plus minus there, of course. And if you press and hold, that's how you skip songs or go back to the previous track. With these headphones, they've gotten rid of the on-ear detection, so that's no longer on there. They've got rid of the press to activate pass-through. That's no longer on these as well. So they, got rid of some of the extra features that you will find on the Q35s, making these just a simple pair of decent sounding headphones. And with that, let's get right into the sound. And the sound of these, I would say, is decent. I'm not going to say it's bad, anything. Out the box, of course, it comes pre-EQ with the Soundcore signature EQ. You're going to want to go in there and fumble around with that a little bit to make them sound a little bit better. These do sound very nasally out the box, if I do say so myself. So a little bit of that mid-centric sound. It's very midful. and these do have a lot more sibilance than some of the other headphones that I do have, and that is out the box. Once you get in and tweak the EQ a little bit, of course, I made a cut on the mids, I think at the around the 800 hertz area there. So I made a cut there and took down the highs a little bit so that they would sound less sibilant, and then a little bit more, I guess, still mid-centric, but not as much, because I like my headphones to have a little bit more mids. I like the mids to be present, but these were just a little bit over the top. And it's something that, you would think after making the Q35s, and even the Q35 Soundcore signature, it wasn't something that I liked, but it sounded better than these out the box. So whenever taking into consideration the reviews on these headsets, always take into consideration that out of the box sound if they can be EQ'd, because if they can be EQ'd with an app, they're going to sound totally different depending on who you are listening to and the reviewer. This is the audio coming from the Soundcore Space Q45 headset. This is the audio coming from the Soundcore Space Q45 headset. How does it sound? So yeah, the bass on these it's nice. It's a decent bass. These do have a bass up feature, which the bass up feature, it's not like a switch or anything. You have to, I believe, have the Soundcore signature EQ on and then hit the bass up, and it's just them probably increasing the bass in the EQ in the background. That's all I can think of, because if you go do your customized EQ setting, there is no more bass up. Your bass up is you turning the bass up in the EQ. I don't want to make this review too long because I'm going to compare the two in the next video, and I'll probably go over some things that I missed in this one. Overall, if you're just watching this video, you don't want to go to the comparison. I would say this is a decent pair of headphones, but for $150, you can find some that are better. And stay tuned for the next review if you want to know which ones are. But yes, $150, decent pair of headphones. If you don't have any of the other ones, I'm not going to say look somewhere else, because these are a nice premium pair of headphones. They do sound good, but there are headphones that are a little bit cheaper that sound better than these. I don't know what they were doing with the naming scheme here, but yeah, this was my kind of quick overview review of these. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about these headphones, please comment down below. Thank you for watching this review. You guys stay tuned for the comparison, and I will let you know what I think about these versus the Q35s. Peace out.